let's see if it works this time. Hopefully the answer to that question is yes. It will work this time. Oof. I see you, Michael, but we should be back up and running now. Explosion. Alright, I had my Ethernet cable plugged in, but I unplugged it and replugged it back into my modem. So hopefully that makes it a little bit better. And the stream health is green right now. It's looking good. It's looking nice and smooth and not laggy and terrible like it was for you guys. And I'm sorry I did not notice that sooner. I don't know how much of it looked bad with talking to Sayori, but let me just summarize for you guys. Let me summarize exactly what happened, because I'm going to delete the other stream that was only 3 minutes long anyway when I'm done with, you know, my channel and my chat and stuff. So, I woke up. I had a content warning telling me that this game was disturbing and that it was exciting. And then I got into a conversation with this girl, and apparently my character is completely apathetic to Sayori's existence, while Sayori is very much into me, and now she's asking me to join a club. We all caught up? We good? We dandy? Okay, let's go back into it. And then if anything happens again, just yell at me spastically in chat, and, you know, we'll try and figure it out. But hopefully we'll be good from now on. I'm sure it's possible that I did in any one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I can agree with you on the games. I'm not super into anime. I used to be in high school, but I mean, anime girls are pretty hot. I'll agree with you on that. Uh-huh. I was talking about when I'm worried that you won't, or I'm talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What the hell is a NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. If you hate her so much, why are you in this friendship? You are an asshole. My character is an asshole. I already don't like my character. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Jesus Christ! Why do we hate Sayori? Is anyone else getting that vibe, or is that just me? Hey, Evil Ermine, welcome to the stream, sweetheart. It's really Uzi. How are you? Emily, welcome to the stream. It's nice to see you guys. I'm doing very well. I'm excited to be here and be playing this game with all of you. Michael, welcome to the stream. Also, Junior, nice to see you guys here. And yes, no spoilers, please. They are harder than Miss Bunny Butt? Ooh, that's a good question, Ben Puentes. I don't know, I'm gonna have to see all of the characters. I'm pretty sure the only 4 characters are the ones that were on the title screen. And they are pretty hot, but I don't know. It's hard to beat that sassy bunny butt from Fortnite. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori went to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. I don't know what this is. What is this? What person does actually do this with their fingers? That just looks like your wrists are broken. I don't know. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Okay. Oh no, did it die again? Dang it! with the stream health here. I don't want to keep going if it's going to be laggy as all get out. Is it better now? Lovely, you're a fast talker. I try to be. And yeah, no spoilers. I want no spoilers, so mods, make sure to delete any spoilers that you might see in chat. Okay, is it going okay right now? It didn't die? Thank God. Spastically refreshing the stream. I don't know why it's being so terrible with its health, and I apologize, but if we're okay right now, don't be in a Discord call, it makes up more bandwidth. Okay, let me get out of the Discord call then, and see if, boop, that might help any. Hopefully it does, you know. Even just a little bit. I'm gonna see if there's anything else I can delete on my computer. Just, you know, real fast. So delete you. I don't need any of that open. And I think we're good now. I'm just gonna also delete Discord. Jesus Christ, that was super loud. I don't know why that got really loud all of a sudden. Hold on. Jesus. My ears are about to die. Okay, okay. That is still super freaking loud for me. Alright. I'm gonna turn that down because I don't want it to blast out y'all's ears either. And we have a green connection! So thank you, Michael. Discord was probably doing something unfortunate. How unfortunate! Ow! Alright. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay! Let's go! I am such an asshole. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Every day is a good day when you sell your soul for a cupcake, so I don't know why you're complaining, main character. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, I don't want you to call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature- oh, that's, I know this is Yuri. What's a voice I want to give Yuri for this entire series? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori's always saying nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Oh, way to kill the atmosphere. I'm making her Minseo from Butterfly Soup for some reason. Ah, Leckakay, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute anime girls! How pleasant. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, I'm getting a tomboy vibe from her, so I'm just, giving her Minseo's voice for no reason. Natsuki. Huh. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? Ah, that's right. It's great to see you again, Leckakay. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, I mean, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Leckakay. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey. I just gave her a super deep man voice. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Aww, that's so cute! The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full, as has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. How do you eat a cupcake is obviously you take a bite of... You can take a bite of the cupcake, but then you get a face full of frosting. So you have to, like, twist off the bottom, pull it off, put it on top, make a sandwich, and then you can squish the frosting out to be like a frosting beef patty, like a hamburger, and then you can just, eat it. It doesn't have to look pretty, it just has to get in your mouth and not get all over your face, so you can have as much of the deliciousness inside your mouth as possible. Alright, let me catch up with you guys. Fortnite Gamer, welcome to the stream. Jones Man, thank you for being here, sweetie. It's nice to see you. Let's see here. Discord lowers the volume of everything else. Oh, does it? I did not realize that. And I mean, obviously until now, it just like blew up in my thing. Yep, Middle Face, welcome to the stream, sweetheart. Nightnet, thank you for being here. Doki Doki Literature Blood. What girl will you choose, Leckakay? I don't know yet. I haven't figured out everyone's personalities enough to see who it is that I want to choose. Because I'm assuming I get to choose a romantic interest. Should I close out, then come back in? You did that and then it's working? Okay, good. I'm sorry that my stream keeps being a complete loser to you guys. Try eating the whole cupcake at once. Okay. Yeah, keep me updated with the stream health. I'm not sure why it's being so finicky for you guys. Hey, Era-senpai! Era, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. We are at 1,615 subscribers because of you, so, oh, I said Era. It's Hedda. Hedda, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are only 135 people away from hitting 1,750 subs, so thank you, Hedda-senpai, for helping us get closer. I turned the cupcake around in my finger. Oh, I already said that one. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Probably. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy baka. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teacup, or the teapot, next to the cupcake tray. Let's see here. Never mind, back to being weird. It's dead. Wait, is the stream dead? No, it's not. And, welcome, Fortnite, to the stream. Nice to see you, sweetie. You can keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles in relief to herself. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I should tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori, and pretty much am just here for the cupcakes. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing and budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature or a YouTube gaming channel. You have to work hard to convince people they're both fun and worthwhile, like a YouTube gaming channel. But if it makes school events like the festival that much more important, I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Look at these cute people on the screen here, guys. How adorable. I love that Yuri has purple hair, so I'm instantly more attracted to Yuri than everybody else. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Alright, let me go ahead and see what you guys are saying in the chats. What's up, Benny? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Caleb, that's okay. I'm just glad you're here. Shadow Tendo, what's up, sweetheart? Totally. Dad's Natsuki is hot. She is pretty cute. Natsuki is adorable, but she seems very immature, and I'm not into that. Yuri seems the most mature, and that's more attractive to me, and she has purple eyes and purple hair, which I am into the purple eye, purple hair. Tsundere alert! Yeah, maybe. We'll see what's up. Let's see. Being on the stream will continue until morale improves. Beating on the stream will continue. I hope so. Whoa, Natsuki. The lag, the eternal lag. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that my thing is so laggy for you guys. I have no reason why it's laggy. I honestly don't. There's no reason it should be doing any of this. Can I change anything to try and make it better? Apparently not, so we're just gonna roll with it and hope it increases with time. So, Leckakay, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. That's the wrong voice. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after I saw Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds, like Lord of the Rings. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, and not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. It was Goosebumps back in elementary school. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes you think or takes you to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a little piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her arms around her shoulders. I'm not cute! And my voice is to match that. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your hearts. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. Her face, she's like, second thought, let's not do any of that. Let's see. You could be heading towards spoiler, blah, blah, blah. Do better, darn it! Lekka's Lord of the Rings reference. I'm trying, Chesney. Everybody respect the rules, very true. No spoilers. You don't think many people are going to do that? You love the enthusiasm you put into the voices. I try to. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with one another. That way, everyone is even. Yay! Let's do it! Yeah, I think Sayori would be the only one super into that. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with one another and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Leckakay? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club— oh, that's not Monika's voice. Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would even join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never said any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Oh geez, everyone looks so sad! Why is my main character a complete asshole to everybody? Like, look at how disappointed everybody is. Oh. I really dislike the person I'm playing as. 100% dislike it. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Huh. Leckakay! You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision with all of this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. I am such an asshole and obviously just thinking with my... What am I? Am I a boy? Am I a girl? I don't even know. Hey, Kittens Little Squad 3! Thank you so much, Kittens Little Squad 3, for subscribing to the channel. Oh, that's not a 3, that's a winky face with the 3 is the mouth. I appreciate you being here, kittens. We are at 1,650 subscribers. Thank you so much for joining our lovely family. Welcome, and I'm very, very glad and happy to have you here. Right, okay. I have decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yay, I'm so happy! Soya wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Everyone, welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on... Alright, I lowered the bitrate, so hopefully we'll be good now. Because I lowered it, so fingers crossed it's better for you guys and it won't keep going all over the place. I'm going to try and keep an eye on it and make sure that it's fine from now on, but again, no promises. Also, I wanted to say thank you to Nibba. Hi on memes. Thank you so much, Nibba, for subscribing to the channel. Guys, we're at 1,617 subscribers. To whoever else subscribed in addition to Nibba, thank you so much. We are getting closer and closer to our goal of 1,750 subscribers because of you wonderful, wonderful people. And guys, if you have not already, please remember to drop a like on the stream down below right now, because that support means the world to me. It lets me know you're enjoying the stream, even despite all of the lag, and hopefully the connection will be better now more than anything. Hello, Ed. It's nice to see you, sweetie. I draw stuff. Welcome to the stream. Nibba, you love the stream, but the lag. I know, Nibba. I'm sorry. I'm hoping it's going to be better now for you guys. So, it looks green to me. It looks totally fine. Hopefully the lag is gone. I lowered my bitrate, and we're going to go from here. Alright, will I really be happy spending every afternoon in a literature club? If that means that I get to fall in love with any of these four girls, then yes, but this is not a dating sim, this is a horror game, so I assume that every single one of these girls is going to murder me dead and destroy my entire life in one way or another. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Actually write a poem? It's time to write a poem! Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, so Yuri was the most mature, so I'm going to do that. Elizabeth Plays! Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to our lovely family. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. I'm going to go with words that Yuri would like, because Yuri is the cutest, and I want to get to know her best first. So let's go with, like, yep, she liked that. Crimson. Horror. Unrestrained. Wrath. Misery. Nope. Okay, misery is Sayori. Let's not do that. How about incongruent? That sounds like a fancy word. There we go. Effulgent. I just have to pick the, like, most complex words here. Agonizing. Okay. Intellectual. Judgment. Vivacious. Uncontrollable. Tragedy. Entropy. Starface, Riven, Sadness, Rose, Amazing, Calm, Sing, Peace. None of these look like things that Yuri would like. Sadness would probably be Sayori, if she liked Misery. I'm gonna go with Starscape. Hey, there we go. Melancholy, Doki Doki, that's cute. Fireworks, Desire. There we go. Lucky, Vitality. That's definitely her. Inferno, Lipstick, Ambient, Kawaii, Empty Party, Lazy Fear. Destiny. Misfortune, Unrequited. No, god dang it, Sayori. I'm trying to get to Yuri, not you. What about Unending? There we go. Determination. We're playing Undertale now, guys. Determination. Yuri fills me with determination. Hi again, Leckakay. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone here is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Leckakay. I hope this wasn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Okay, so I am a he, so I am just thinking with my penis, and I'm a really dick main character. Good to know. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you have a plan to just come out here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh! Monika's getting snappy. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Leckakay always gives it his best, and as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking me. Why can't I be a girl? I think if I was a girl, I wouldn't be, hopefully, as much of a dick as this main character is, but apparently I have to be a man, so here we go. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? With my broken wrists as I do this. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, come on. You and Leckakay can become good friends, too. Sayori. Uh-huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Oh, wait, Sayori. Me? Aw, thank you, Crystal Simmer, for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate that, Crystal. You are helping us get closer and closer to 1,750 subs. Thank you and welcome to our lovely family. I really appreciate that, Crystal. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey! Shh. Quiet your flushed face. Don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Aw! That's so sweet of her. I'm gonna catch up and chat with you guys first, because I want to see what's going on. Let's see. Hey, Unicorn Fug! Welcome to the stream, Monika is your best girl. Well, welcome to the stream, Lisha. Monika seems pretty cute, but I don't know, I just have an affinity to Yuri, so if I get to pick multiple girls later on, you know, I'm gonna go with the Yuri route first, and then I'll pick, like, Monika, Sayori, Natsuki, but it's a horror game. I'm still waiting for the horror, so we'll see what happens with that. Think like a male, Leckakay. Okay, I don't know how to do that, Chesney, but I'll try. Leckakay, never even say its name near the game at the end of a fanboy. Can you help time out Paizan? He's acting like a mod. No, Paizan, if he was welcoming people to the stream, that's totally fine. I mean, as long as he's not being an asshole, there's no reason to, you know, have him get out of there. You ship Natsuki and Yuri, they're so cute. Aw, Crystal Simmer, Natsuki and Yuri would be really cute together. I think that's adorable. Their pink and purple hair, I think, would be really cute, and their size differences would make for adorable fan art as well. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Okay. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad from distracting her at reading. I catch a glimpse of her book cover. It seems to be the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me staring at her. Yeah, well, you know, you shouldn't, if you're in a social situation, stare directly at somebody who you've just met. That is a creeper move and not socially acceptable, especially in this situation, to somebody who's shy and socially awkward like Yuri is. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. That's gonna make her feel even worse. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. That's exactly what I just said. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. You make me uncomfortable, main character. I don't like you. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. It's not like I gave it to you and I just want to catch up on the story so I know exactly what you're talking about when you discuss it with me. I'm so good at social situations. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Is that a metaphor for this entire game? Because it's slow and it's gonna... Once it starts to pick up, I'm not gonna want to stop streaming it because it's gonna hit me in the face like a freight train? It's a very energizing and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. That sounds Russian. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give away anything. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Okay, that sounds like a horror story. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? Leckakay? No, I am into disturbing and horror things. Let me tell you what, Yuri. If I wasn't the main character and I was playing as myself, I would be all into this. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these kinds of things, so she's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just those kinds of stories. I'm gonna have my hand doing whatever it is that these girls are doing to show you guys how awkward it is for a real-life girl to even do these things. They challenge you to look at life from a new and strange perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they are made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem where I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. At least, the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me get my book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just that I'm not very used to people or anything. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna catch up in chat before I continue on with the story. Let me see here. It's lagging here and there, but is overall good? Good! Okay, I'm glad that it's at least doing alright. I know the stream is kind of lagging. It's the best I can do. I lowered the frame rate. Hey, what's up, Gift Giver? Welcome to the stream. Who cares for the main character? I'm shipping the girls for the girls. Shaking my head. I know. The girls seem like they're actually good people and deserve one another. My main character is coming off to be a complete asshole, and he doesn't deserve to be with any of the girls that are in this room right now. So I'm with you, Elijah. Let's just ship the girls together. Get completely cut out my character. He doesn't have a need to be here at all. Best book ever. Great for the kiddies. I don't think that book is great for the kids, NightNet. I'm pretty sure it's a terrible horror story. You were infatuated with that story for a while? With what, the Portrait of Markov? Interesting. Nice. That story is fake, though the Russian sleep experiment? Nice. Russian sleep experiment. You started this on the channel a month ago, you swear, if Lecca finishes it in one stream? I don't know, we'll see what happens, Unique. Let's see here. Yuri is super cute right now. I agree with you, Elijah. Yuri is freaking adorable. You choose my waifu, I'm so happy. Aw, Yuri's your waifu? I'm glad. She's kind of my waifu, too. I like her the most of all the people so far. 100%. You wish you lived in Russia? Why? That's totally weird, NightNet. Elizabeth! Welcome to the stream, sweetheart. Elizabeth Plays. I'm super happy to have you here. Just in case, don't read the deleted messages. Yeah, I'm not going to, because I'm already assuming all deleted messages are spoilers, so I'm not clicking on them. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't... Sorry, let me get my hair up. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book out between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that kind of makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, this is cute. Yuri takes my left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way, I can turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after she flips to the other side. But in holding it like this, we're held even closer together than I imagined. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Aw, look at that smile on her face. It's so cute. It's probably the least I can do, since you've gotten to be so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to the other side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid that she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But, Leckakay, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Oh, wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant it more that it's kind of cute? What are you saying all of a sudden? Sorry, I need to have my arm up here. Okay, or that's not Monika's voice. Let me get back into that. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhaled, spared from finishing her thought. Is that right? All right, Yuri. You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of her thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read it a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull their poems out. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's print handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Obviously, we're going to go to Yuri because she's our boo, and then we can go to, you know, everybody else. I really don't think that the order matters too much. How am I doing? I'm doing very well. Nikki Pro 43, welcome to the stream, Nikki Pro. Very happy to have you here. Gotcha, Sophia. Welcome to the stream as well. Yeah, I know there's a lot of lag, guys. I am having a very crappy internet connection today, and I'm really not sure why it's being so laggy. But I'm happy to have you guys here, and I'm sorry that you have to deal with the lag. Because I can't fix it any other way. Otherwise, I would absolutely... This would be a much better experience for everybody involved if I could just have it not be laggy. But there's no way for me to not have it laggy right now for some reason. I have it connected with my Ethernet cable. I lowered the bit rate, and it's still being really weird. Alright, so we're going to go to Yuri. Let's see. But again, Sophia and Nikki, I'm excited to have you guys here. Lewis Wester, welcome to the stream, sweethearts. You played it a lot, but people never played it, including Leckakay. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. Well, I'm glad that you also like Yuri as well then, Supersoul. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. Also, I wrote my poem for her, so why wouldn't I start with her? I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes glisten. Also, we're at 1,622 subscribers. To everybody who has subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Even though my stream is laggy, I am very, very sorry. Usually, my streams are not lagging. I have no idea why it's being so ridiculous right now. And I apologize for that, but to all of you who are enjoying the content, regardless, and can look past the lag to subscribe to the channel, thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate that, and welcome to our lovely family. I just wanted to say that before we continue on. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten up. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. Let me get my hair. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting a little nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. Whew. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to... It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. You were just saying how you thought I was a great writer, and as soon as I mentioned it, you didn't want to seem foolish and admit that you were wrong. Okay, so she's a little prideful. So that's maybe her character fault, is that she's a little bit prideful. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. Oh, that was in Yuri's voice. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if this is a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. Ghost under the lights. So she's holding on to the past and she doesn't want to move into the future? Interesting. I like the whole thing of like tendrils in the light. I think that's very pretty. Alright. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. That's because I'm a slow reader and I was breaking it down. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Leckakay. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it once, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Okay, so Yuri was actually the subject of that poem, is what she's, like, trying to hint at me there. That's really interesting. Very, very interesting. Hey, hi, I'm hi, welcome to the stream, sweetheart. Happy to have you here. You guys are awesome. And I know there's a lot of lag. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on with the stream today. Mirai-chan, what's up, sweetheart? Welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you here. Together we can beat the lags. You can't right now. Your dog chewed up the charger and it's broken. Oh no, Ed! I'm sorry that happened. Hopefully your dog can stop being that. The Potato Queen, welcome to the stream, sweetie. Yep. Hang on, I gotta watch Japanese 101 for this. Alright, if it keeps being, like, super laggy, then I might just, end the stream, change my bitrate back to, like, the acceptable amount of bitrate that YouTube usually does, and see if it switches it again, because I don't want you guys to have lag. Okay, let's look at the stream health here. Low video outputs. Great, stream health is excellent. Sweet! My heart too. I really want to watch the stream. I know, I'm sorry guys. It should be going back online now. Hopefully it stays this way. I increased the bitrate again, so it looks like it's doing well right now. But again, we'll see if it is able to stay that way or not. I hope it does. We're back online now, guys. So much lag, please reboot. Yep, I got you, Sophia. I just tried to fix the stream, so again, we can hope and pray that this one is better this time. Not sure why it's still being totally terrible, but fantastical art. Welcome to the stream, sweetheart. It's nice to see you. Happy to have you here. Every day. What is up, guys? Alright, it looks like the health dipped back down again, which totally sucks, but I can't do anything about it. So I'm sorry, guys. I tried to fix the lag, but we're just gonna have to roll with it. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that this was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thank you for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monika's the best.
Yeah. But next time
I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, we're gonna go to Monika next, because I really like Monika.
Hi, Leckakay. Have a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course.
I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Leckakay. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem.
Great job, Leckakay. I was going to say ooh in my head while reading it. This is really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Let's see here. Lag! Oh no, is it being completely dead? Yeah, it looks like my bitrate is frickin' all over the place. It's being absolutely insane. Restart the Streamlabs session? Maybe. Maybe that'll help it. I honestly don't know if that fixed it or not. It doesn't look like it fixed it at all. Oh, that makes me really upset that this is being such a persnickety bitch. If you ship, the game goes rip. My bitrate is even worse than when I first started. You have to go because you have to charge. Bye, lovely. That's okay, Cuphead. Thank you for being here as long as you could. I really appreciate it. Alright, well, at least it still seems to be somewhat functioning, so I'm gonna continue on with it, because there's nothing I can do about it. It's like I said, it's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That is the worst kind of philosophy for my main character to have. That means I am an underachiever, and am just terrible in everything I do.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked out anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years to practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Oh, that's me. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable